Hi, everybody, and welcome to Evolve Love. I am your host, Amanda, and I am so happy that you have found this podcast. Are you looking for daily inspiration, motivation, and wisdom to help you begin your day feeling supported and uplifted with love? Well, you have come to the right place. This podcast is a space of encouragement where you can be held in your self-development because in order to evolve, you need love, and it begins here with you. Now, let's get into today's episode. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Evolve Love and happy Tuesday. It is Mars Day. It is Action Day. And the action that we are taking today is a very gentle one, but it actually might be one that is very difficult for some of us. And if you haven't listened to Monday's episode, even if it's Tuesday, I highly recommend you do because it is a major topic. And it kind of is reversed and flipping upside down the exact topic we were talking about last week. So where we were really being curious and expansive in our learning, this week we're trying to actually turn it off. We're trying to really just come back to ourselves and to come back to our inner wisdom, our inner voice, and our inner guidance. So today, the action item that we are going to take in today is to get quiet so that we can listen. And a few weeks back, I had done a special new moon episode it was a Venus day because it was called Beauty in Darkness. And the whole concept of darkness was also about the quiet, getting quiet. That would be a great episode to re-listen to also, is to head back to that. It was a new moon episode. It was a Friday episode about the beauty in darkness. And today, the action of getting quiet to listen. The reason why I really felt called to share this is because a lot of the time, especially in our self-development journey, I can't even tell you how many audiobooks I have on my to listen to playlist on my Spotify. I can't even tell you how many books I have on my shelf. And they're all beautiful and they're all supportive in their own ways. And I am going to pull them and read them when they are most meant to be used and meant to be read. But right now, I want us to think about how much we fill our heads with the words of others. And when we fill our heads with the words of others, how do you even hear your own words? And I know this is crazy for me because here I am running a podcast, encouraging you to listen and hear my words. But the whole goal in today is we are going to do it on our own. We are going to listen on our own. We are going to take the time to turn off the podcasts, put the books aside, and get real and in with our own thoughts. Have you ever spent a whole day at all, at any time, without quickly trying to fill that silence with something? Even music. Do you put music on? And I know music can be really beautiful. It can be a very healing thing. But with even the TV, we're turning the TV on. Okay. So there's a lot of sources that we can tap into, but all of that content is someone else's. It's not our own. How can we expect ourselves to create from a self space if we are constantly pulling in the creativity of others? And yes, that's inspiring, right? It's inspiring to listen to others. It's inspiring to see what others are creating. But today, this is really about us. It's really about our own voices, okay? Because my most profound experiences when it comes to guidance is that it lies within. And as tricky as this sounds, we can do it on our own. And I know that goes against everything that is here at Evolve Love because we talk about how support, love, nurturance, being held by others, having a space to be held, that is going to help you grow in your life. And yes, it is. Those things are really important in your journey. But it's something too that we can't always rely on. If we can't rely on ourselves and we put that reliance on others, that to me is also in a form of escapism, which we talked about yesterday in yesterday's episode, because we need to be able to at times just tap into what our voice is saying, what our intuition is saying. So in today, the action item, some suggestions would be meditate in silence, journal without prompts. Can you connect to your intuition on your own without help? Because it's funny, I feel like I can't meditate without guidance. I feel like I can't open up my journal and just free write because I'd rather have a prompt to follow or a question that is asked of me. And that realization made me realize how much I was relying on outside input to help me get to those places I wanted to be. But at the end of the day, it really starts with me. And how am I going to hear that voice, like I said, if I'm constantly hearing the voice or thoughts or creations of others? I can appreciate and honor them. I truly can. And I do and I will. Like, this is not going to be the rest of Evolve Love, right? Like we have this week here where we're going to quiet the noise, but we're going to get back to it, okay? Because inspiration is everything. But in this week, can we get quiet? And what are other ways that you feel you could get quiet too? So I know I gave the suggestion of meditating in silence, journaling without prompts. What does finding the quiet mean for you, especially when it comes to tuning out the outside noise? I hope that today's episode inspires you to hear, recognize, and honor your own voice, because that's where the magic is. And that's what's so beautiful, is finding that self-reliance and that deeper knowing, because you do know. You really do. And give yourself that power. Give your power back to yourself and know that you have all the tools within you. I want to thank you all so much for being here today, and I'm so very grateful for all of you. Make sure you're following me over on Instagram at _Evolve Love, and I am so looking forward to checking back in with you tomorrow and supporting you in any way that I can, even if we're trying to tune out some of the noise in this week. All right, everybody, have a beautiful day.